Well, welcome back to the channel, y'all. And today we have a major update video for you guys, finally on the Trailblazer. So, enough of me talking. Let me just get into all the stuff that's been going on the past couple months since I posted my last update video, and let's hop right into it. Alright, y'all, so we did get this bitch finally running. About time. Some of the issues that I ran into was I'll have to cut to the pictures of it so I can show you because it's not on there anymore, obviously. But I had to run kind of like a little 180 kind of like S-turn thing around my trans dipstick because my crossover from my fuel rail couldn't reach the other side because of the angle of the fittings that were on there. So what I did before was I compensated with a whole bunch of fittings to go around there to make that crossover work. And we found out the hard way of when you run too many fittings, it will leak very bad. So that's what happened. So I ended up taking that whole thing out and then just made a whole new crossover, because I'll show you the one that came with my intake. Because I mean, it's pretty much standard. Usually all these come with 45s on the end. So what I had to do to make it fit was cut some different line and run a 45 on one side and run a 90 on one side to make it clear my intake. But that's what I did to fix it. And then after we fixed that issue, I didn't have any fuel leaks and we got it running. It obviously didn't run the best because there's multiple reasons why it didn't run the best, but that's the first thing that happened. Oh, I forgot. Let me cut to a clip of it running right now. Alright, so after seeing that video, the thing ran like complete shit, like I said before. It ran like a straight diesel. I had to sit there and pedal it the whole time because there's another reason why I had to do that. I will get into it later. But the reason being it ran like shit. A, there was no fuel pressure regulator on it. So, obviously the computer was seeing, oh, all this air coming in, what's it gonna do? Compensate with a whole bunch of fuel. And since there's nothing regulating it, it's just gonna push whatever the pump, can handle, or whatever it needs, it will push. So that thing was probably seeing over 100 psi, but that was one of the reasons. And then the second reason, obviously it's still a manual tune, so it's not going to run right, but that's the two big reasons why that it ran like complete dog shit. And then the third reason I'm going to tell you here in a little bit. So yeah, the three reasons why it ran like shit was no fuel pressure regulator, not tuned, and having a short on the fuel pump relay side. And the fuel pump relay in the video, you can see that to get it to start, well, I didn't show it to you in the video, but with it in, you had to pedal it and then stay on the gas the whole time. If you weren't on the gas the whole time, it would just die. Fuel pump relay in. What the fuck? I'm gonna pull the fuel pump relay out, right? Tell me how that bullshit works. No fuel pump relay in. But I was going to swap a stock ECU in because I have one literally sitting over there. My future plan was to throw a Holley, Terminator system in it. So I actually got a Terminator ordered literally 2 days ago and it showed up today, which I was not expecting. So that's my next big upgrade for it, is throwing that Terminator X Max in there. But let's get into the reason why it's on jack stands right now. All right, y'all, so this is how we ran our fuel lines to our fuel pressure regulator over there. Yeah, I know my OCD is killing me right now. I'd like to mount that very nice, but it is what it is. For me, I'm gonna get a nice aluminum overflow tank, and then this will be pushed back, and this will give me room up in this area to mount this up there. But knowing me, what's temporary becomes permanent, and I only have to change shit when I absolutely have to. So most likely this whole thing is going to be permanent. It is what it is. It still looks very clean. But let's go back to the tank right here. So I'm almost ready to pop my tank back in. Like I said before in my intro video, the fuel pump I got in there is an Aeromotive 450 fuel pump setup. So there's 3 450 pumps in there. But the only thing I gotta do is run my vent line and then put little filters on those guys on the end right there. I gotta add my flex fuel sensor in, and then my inline fuel filter. And then the whole fuel system will be done. I just gotta do all the wiring and fun shit. Speaking of wiring and fun shit, I'll show you the box I came in today, unexpectedly. Yeah, our Termi Max, our X Max came in today, which is pretty dope. But yeah, that's our major update video with this. It should be running here, I don't know, very soon. It's hard to say for a time frame. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.